Hi there everybody. This video is about simplifying radicals or square roots. And the radicals could be square roots, it could be cube roots, there are lots of different kinds of radicals. Here we're going to focus on square roots and how to simplify those. And you're going to be using this when you're finding missing sides in special right triangles. Okay, so that's where you should be watching this video is while you're learning how to find missing sides in either 45, 45, 90 or 30, 60, 90 special right triangles. So there's two different situations where you got to know how to simplify. This first one is where we've got kind of a composite number, a number that can be broken down under a square root. And you just start by breaking down that number. You ask yourself, what can I multiply to make 20? Well, 20 is 5 times 4. 5 can't be broken down anymore because it's prime. There's nothing else that can go into it besides 1 in itself. 4, however, is 2 times 2. And 2 can't be broken down anymore. So it's broken down all the way. Now, once you've broken it down, you look for pairs that are underneath the square root. Okay, pairs of numbers, so 2 numbers. So here we got a pair of 2's. There's nothing that pairs up with a 5. There's not another 5 there, so we won't circle that. Now, 2 times 2 is 4. And we're taking the square root of all this. So what's the square root of 4? Well, it's 2. So that means we're going to have a 2 on the outside of the square root. The 5 didn't pair up with anything, so it stays under there. And there we have simplified the square root. We want the smallest number possible underneath the square root. That's what it means to simplify here. Let's take a look at another one. And here we've got a 2 on the outside already. We're going to break down 54. Let's see, 2 goes into 54 27 times. 2 can't be broken down anymore. 27 can though. That's 9 times 3. 3 times 9, 9 times 3. 3 can't be broken down, but 9 can. So let's do that. 9 is 3 times 3. So 54 is 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. Broken it down as much as we can. Now look for the pairs again. Here is a pair of 3's. There's not another 3 to match this up with. And there's a 2 out here, but there's not another 2 underneath the square root to match this one up with. So those are all the pairs that we have. So 3 times 3 is 9, and we're taking the square root of that. And the square root of 9 is 3. So we're going to bring the 3 to the outside along with the 2. And we've still got this 2 and this 3 underneath, so they turn back into 6. And this 3 and 2 on the outside becomes 6 as well. So we get 6 root 6. And there is our simplified radical. So really you're just breaking the thing down under the square root and then circling pairs. Once you've got pairs circled, you bring one of those to the outside and you've simplified it. Let's see. Okay, so the other situation where you have to know how to simplify is when you have a radical on the bottom of a fraction. To be simplified all the way, we can't have square roots on the bottom of fractions. So in order to simplify these, you're just going to multiply the top and the bottom by whatever that square root is on the bottom of the fraction. Here it's the square root of 2, so we multiply the top and the bottom by the square root of 2. Now, really what we're doing here is multiplying this fraction by root 2 over root 2. Now, a fraction that is the same on the top and the bottom is just 1. Right? Root 2 over root 2 equals 1. So we're multiplying this problem that we started with by 1. Now, multiplying by 1 doesn't change the value of anything. So we're not changing the value of this fraction. We're just changing how it looks. Okay. Let's see what happens here. So on the top, we multiply the tops together. We got 6 times the square root of 2. Now, root 2 times root 2 is root 4. Now, what's the square root of 4? Well, it's 2. So we can make it a little better here. 6 root 2 over 2. And in this one, so now notice that we don't have a square root on the bottom anymore, and that's what we wanted. No square root on the bottom of the fraction. However, this one can be simplified just a little more, because we got a 6 on the outside of the square root here, and a 2 that's not under a square root here. And those we can reduce kind of like a fraction. 6 over 2 is 3. So we get is 3 times the square root of 2. And that is 6 over, this has the same value as 6 over root 2, but it doesn't have a square root on the bottom of a fraction anymore, which is what we wanted. Let's take a look at this one. Now this one has a root 3 on the bottom. So to get rid of it, you multiply the top and the bottom by that root, by root 3. We get 5 root 3. Now on the bottom, root 3 times root 3 is root 9. So we get the square root of 9, which is 3. Notice there's no square root on the bottom anymore. Now the 5 and the 3 won't simplify like the 6 and the 2 did over here. So we're actually finished at this point. So that's how you simplify a square root when you got one on the bottom. Hope this makes sense. Ask for some more help in class if you need it. See you later. Bye.